You're listening to Brigade Radio 1. From a secret undisclosed location on the Universal Studios backlot, I am Ethan Dettenmaier.
And I am Michael Lange.
And this is From the Set with director Michael Lange. And this is a special audio commentary of The X-Files. Yes. Yeah.
This is a very tense sequence.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice shot.
Yep. It's all good shots.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
You guys put together a gag reel? Like, does production do a little gag reel for you for fun at the end of your job? Oh, there's his agent now saying,
Stop
don't.
immediately. No, this is the Copyright Office
Stop
saying what you're doing is illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
How dare you
So
actually
we were just
champion our
imagine,
show.
though, that we had like 8 people jammed into this tram, which is not that big, to shoot this whole sequence.
So there's a kit in these things, right? I mean, that's
Well,
probably
in this
pretty believable.
yeah, that's believable.
That sounds right. Like a self-rescue kit.
Look, and now he has to do all this. Oh, look, right, the ladder. Into
This is the
lens.
most
This is
acting
fun. So
Duchovny's
this is
done in
real.
the episode.
This is real.
He's getting out of there.
This is really David, really on this tram.
Is he got a safety harness on him?
We not on this point,
Wow.
but then we put one on for the next bit.
Are you outside too?
No, you shitting me? I'm fucking scared of. I'm getting knots in my stomach.
But
just
you're
watching
in the,
this.
Are you in the tram car directing him, or
Yeah,
are you down?
I was
are
in
you,
the tram car.
So you're not sitting in Video Village.
No,
So you're not outside. Your camera guy's outside.
no. Look at this. He's mean. Whoa, that was a stunt man.
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
David.
Well, you got to be
That's
kidding
the
me.
actual David Duchovny. That's a stunt guy.
Wow, good for him.
But that's all him when you see the close-ups.
Duchovny laying out for the team.
And we did have him just, he was safety harness, so he couldn't have fallen 400 feet to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stunt guy, obviously.
Yeah.
And then this next shot is probably going to be David. That's not David, obviously.
Oh, so now this guy thinks he's thinking what? Did he think?
Well,
David
he was hoping to get him thrown, have him fall off the tram.
didn't work.
Didn't work.
Who's he reporting to? Do we know who his overlords are yet?
No.
I really can't believe more FBI guys, when they have to do something like this, don't change their shoes.
I know. You would think they would.
Tennis shoes or something more comfortable. Like, keep the suit.
Blood. Oh, boy.
Which tells him he's thinking. He's thinking.
Oh, now see, he got a
I love
vibe.
the light in the car. Very good.
This is very tense. Oh, he sees her necklace with the cross on it.
Of course, there's always something. There's always a sign left behind.
There it is. Oh, insert. Oh, that was nice. Little, and that's not your garden variety insert. We had the little, oh boy. And now I remember this night. It was raining, it was cold, it was miserable. And these are the aliens.
Yeah. Oh, that does not end well. He did not get there in time. The abduction
That's
has
right.
happened. Because Railback is an agent for the aliens, right?
Well, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's been mind controlled by the aliens.
Uh-oh. I would beat that guy senseless.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't even tell this guy to freeze.
I'm free, you son of a bitches! You can't touch Dwight Barry anymore!
Oh, Dwight Barry, that's right.
I'm not going anywhere! Where is
Oh, was
Where'd you leave her?
That's right, I forgot that's his name. And then the next episode after this was called Dwight Barry, and it was directed by Chris Carter,
oh yeah?
which I think was the first one he directed.
You know why he directed it? You were slated to do it, but after you guys smarted off on his request to tone down the comedy, he finally had enough of you. That's it, basically. Forget it. What's going on here?
Well, those are also aliens, I
They're
think.
coming back for him?
Oh no, that's the
That's the-
FBI
yeah, that's
helicopter.
gotta be,
now.
yeah,
See, we made the
yeah.
people think they were the aliens, which I
Right.
did too, in my memory.
We bought
lapse. We bought it though. Commercial.
Yeah.
Blooper soap is real good.
I was thinking Tide or Flex Tape. commercial break here.
Yeah. Blooper so.
For $19.99, Billy Mays Hayes can sell you. All right, Skyland Mountain.
Again, and
where are these guys going? It's like, wait a minute.
They're just running.
Yeah, it's like it sells an aspect of the show, but let's be serious. Now, what's happening to him?'s got a pacemaker.
He's got something in his implanted, I think. This is a long time ago, Ethan. This was 1993 or 4, something like that.
No, was it that long ago?
Yeah, long time. Whew, this scene's putting me to sleep a little bit. There's Mulder in the man. He's got the man spread thing happening.
He's definitely like an actor who loves to do. He's a minimalist.
Yeah. He's good though.
Yeah.
Those pants are a little baggy. Oh boy, I got Rails back. He's all.
Now, do you think they would actually let these two guys in a room together unsupervised? I don't think so.
But I think Railsback is handcuffed though.
It doesn't matter. I think they would think that this would have been a bad situation given the nature of the case with the partner missing.
Well, maybe.
Now, what do you know? The other thing too is there's always this point by point cliffhanger type dialogue.
Right.
I know some things, but I can't tell you everything now. Well, when can you tell me? Tuesday at 9. Okay.
I know it's true. There are some. Actually, this show didn't have as much of that as many other shows do. But yes, the other thing I always wonder is why. I think we talked about this on an episode once. Like, so the guy's about to kill the other guy, and then he starts telling him all the reasons why he's going to kill him and why he had to kill him, which gives the other guy just enough time to get out of it, which is always stupid. I always think if I'm going to kill someone,
the Scooby-Doo ending, basically.
Ugh, unbelievable.
Carnival worker Jenkins, well, this was my greatest trick. Let me incriminate myself, and then. It's the old Bond equation of get them talking. And
exactly.
Or leave them alone to die, which is always a pivotal mistake in any... Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy. Who are those guys?
Who are those guys?
They know what happened. Sit down. No! You've got to stop them!
And they're not there now. See? How
they were right out there, though. We saw them.
Settle down!
So
he's
man.
telling the truth.
That was not a good move, but anyway.
Now, what does this tell us? The show was actually pretty cutting edge at the time, in terms of...
Look at the yelling. This was a very intense scene. We're ruining it by talking over. I kind of like this kind of episode because it's like it's kind of fun to see it. Oh my God, he's going to kill him.
It's another
way.
way.
Though. He's in the next episode.
We're from a set, in a sense.
Yeah.
From a historical perspective. Now, how many episodes of X-Files have you done prior to this? Was this your first one?
This was my third one.
Third one.
Yeah.
And you did it, how many ultimately?
4.
4.
I did one more after this. In the 4th season. That was a good one, too. That was by then the show was a big hit, and so I got 11 days to shoot instead of 8 or 7. The people, by the way,
I'm sorry.
not that we're ruining it, we're giving insight into stuff about the episode that they would normally not have, but they should watch this episode after they, so that they can appreciate the amazingness of it.
I think so. It's done well.
It's done very well.
University of Maryland, my ass.
Why?
I just don't believe that for a second looking at Railsback.
Why not?
I just don't believe it looking at
Well, also, because he's
think
wearing a sweatshirt doesn't mean he went there.
Oklahoma, Nebraska, Texas. That's what I think.
I have a Georgetown sweatshirt, but I went to GW, George Washington University. But my second wife forgot, so she got me a Georgetown one.
Hold up. Confrontation time. Does he know he stranded him on?
No. Oh, wait.
So, because this guy's really getting off easy if Fox Mulder knows, right? Now, for you diehard X-Files fans, you know a lot more about the mythos than we do. We're kind of just looking at the production side of it. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of texts and tweets saying, don't you know
that's right,
Conspiracy 101, and we're not really here to define that part of like the X-Files legend.
Now look at this transition.
Nice.
There she is
on board
the spaceship. Oh boy.
Yeah, what is that?
It's some kind of light that.
Yeah, some kind of light. It's a device.
Oh, there's a device. There's a sharp thing. Yeah. Oh boy, I remember this now.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is not good at all. Look, that's her actual pregnant belly. Look, it's blowing up. They're aerating it. That's not her actual pregnant belly now. couldn't happen in real life, but they're putting air into it.
Why? Do we know?
We do know, but I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, okay. Because
I can't remember.
But now did he?
I don't remember what happens to the baby. Yeah. No, I don't think she actually was pregnant in the show.
Do you remember where he shot all this?
Yeah. Well, this was stage.
It was on a stage. Okay, now this guy who... Wait a minute. This guy just tried to kill him. How much...
I don't think Mulder knew. I think the guy made up some bullshit excuse.
Yeah, I think then Mulder probably does know, but is pretending like he doesn't. That's what they usually
possible.
do. Like that. Let's go.
I heard him gagging in there. He couldn't breathe.
No one. No
He
one.
said you choked him.
No one.
Oh, boy.
Except you.
I don't think Mulder knows.
Did you ask him about Scully?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of whistling Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, boy. It's very serious.
Yeah.
I got to watch this episode now when I get home.
Well, you know what's funny is it does kind of get captivating. Like we
Yeah,
stop
I know, we
realize we're
stopped
supposed to do an
talking.
audio
We're supposed
track.
to
We
do
start
an
watching.
audio track.
Like what is happening here?
I know. It's very...
Meanwhile,
Oh,
oh yeah,
boy, here are now the big guns.
bunch of guys in trench coats that all shop at the same store apparently.
Oh, the FBI store.
Yeah.
They have a little mall in the FBI headquarters, and they all get their stuff from
I
there.
bet you they do. Actually, I think there is a gift shop in it.
Well, they do have ATF. You can get ATF stuff.
When I was at FBI headquarters, I went to the armory. It was great. There was some shooting down there. They had a whole every weapon that had ever been built was basically in this armory. It's incredible.
Now, it's
ballistics
possible that
tests.
if he dies in this episode, that means that the other one was before my episode.
Okay, so it might be because he's been introduced. We'll see how good these paramedics are, and we'll also see how good the writing is. Like a little blood on the sweatshirt, right, where
That
the
was
patch
nice,
was.
right?
Yeah, a little nice touch.
That was the wardrobe department, probably,
No.
or special wardrobe.
Now the question here is how much does
A lot of push-ins in this show.
How much does the FBI brass know and believe, and who's in on what?
Right.
God knows the FBI's never covered anything up. Oh shit! I should say that on a live mic.
The morgue.
Mm-hmm. That's the FBI Academy Morgue in
Yeah.
Quantico, which I think that's actually the real building.
Dwayne Barry. Okay, so I guess the other episode must have been before mine.
Yeah, but this is X-Files, so it's not like he can't come back to life or get
No, I don't-
resurrected
they
by
didn't-
aliens or something.
maybe.
You know, I mean,
I'm Agent Mulder. I'd like a copy of this man's autopsy report.
I'm sorry, it's still incomplete.
Are you
now if this was a
pathologist?
Bond film, she would have a name like Dr. Goodhead or something ridiculous. You know, like they've been known to do.
That's
It's-
right.
Yeah.
Dr. Goodhead.
Second-degree burns on the face,
Just-
contusions about the neck, bruised larynx.
They did do that in Moonraker.
Right, they did.
Yeah.
I started watching Thunderball the other day.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
But it's funny how the fight sequences and everything were
I'd be interested to see what you find. When
were kind of not good.
Now, you know, we should save it for another day, but the character I always thought they should do a spin-off series on is Felix Leiter, where he's like not the good agent. Like he
Right.
basically kind of stumbles
right.
his way. He's the auxiliary guy. Like, let me get the information to Bond, and he can do the real dirty work.
That's right.
But they never did it.
Now I just realized something. So this episode of From the Set, we're not going to really have a break for a commercial.
No, but we're actually almost to the end of it.
We are?
Yeah. Yeah. If
Wait,
the clock
we are?
can
It's
be,
gone
if the
by.
clock is the judge, right? What are we looking at? What, 48-minute episode, basically.
46, I think this was.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Where are we?
Okay.
33.
We're at
Oh,
30.
we still
Oh,
got-
so I love how these guys are always like waiting in their car for him. Like,
Well, they arranged it. Wow, like you were waiting for me this morning when
yeah,
I
but
got here. It
hold
wasn't
up,
just
hold
a
up.
coincidence.
Like, so do you think he says basically, hey, wait for me in the car?
Yeah. I'll meet you in the
you
garage.
non-filtered walking ashtray.
And I told you, how many times have I told you not to smoke at my fucking car?
For how much longer?
How much longer?
Right.
Until your assignment
We
is
could do like a little scene of what it would have been.
eliminate him.
I can't stop smoking, okay?
He's not.
Bullshit, he says.
Bullshit.
Me do.
You know it's bad.
What's the plan here? Like, what does he need? What is he trying to instruct this young agent to do?
So what is the listener and the viewer in this case on this is going to go on YouTube. So
Tell you only what you need to know. I think I've
the viewer, they're obviously just hearing our witty banter.
Yeah, well, you're going to be
They're
able to see
missing the
it.
whole episode.
You can watch the episode.
They can watch it. Should they prep by watching it first? No. They can watch it afterwards.
Yeah.
So this is going to be good for me because then they're going to watch it afterwards on some other venue, and then
It'll be like Michael
it'll be a
Lange, the
ka-ching.
David
No, I'll
Lean
get
of
like
television
2
directors.
cents. I'll get like 2 cents for it.
Yeah. You'll get a check in your
Actually, but
mailbox.
2 cents times the millions of viewers that we have,
Right.
listeners and viewers.
I love this thing they do. Like, oh, this is him. This is him. Now let me tell you more about him. Stow it, Mulder.
Telling him about Agent Scully.
I did some cool shots. I forgot about this.
You did.
Momentarily.
When the season ended, and I'm sure X-Files fans can tell us, did they manage to wrap up all this conspiracy, or did they just
think
leave
they
it
did.
open-ended?
No, I
Because
think
they
they
brought
did.
it all back.
Yeah.
So we realized the movie, actually, I thought was the first X-Files movie in particular.
It was
I thought
very
was
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Second one, I don't think was as good. Was there a second one?
Yeah, but there was some sort of production issues on it. I saw it, didn't love it,
Right.
but this obviously,
What kind of production issues?
scheduling issues,
But they shot it.
creative
though, right?
issues. They shot it. Yeah, it's done. It was done.
Which is
Actually, some of my friends who worked on it told all the combat stories, and it wasn't really.
poisoning.
It was what it was, I guess. I'm looking at you, Skinner. I don't really trust you.
That the military covered up the toxicological.
Toxicological.
Wow.
And you said that so well.
Because they know where Scully is.
Thank God Trump wasn't starring in this
Here's
show.
this guy. I've had just about enough of this and enough of you and your lawlessness.
That's right.
You were not authorized to go on the Skyway. You were not authorized to drive into the Vancouver wilderness.
Alex, can I borrow your car keys?
Hey, where are you going? I'm not a plant, but where are you going and what time are you supposed to be there? Who are you meeting? I'll stay here and get coffee, but just tell me all those
It's a
things.
very smooth Steadicam shot.
Yeah, that was good, right?
Very good.
Okay, that doesn't say anything, right? That's not ominous.
Oh, this was, I remember this scene. This is the art museum in Vancouver.
Nice, which is doubling as...
The office of some senator, I think. I remember this shot.
There's nothing the senator can do for
This
you.
was good.
What?
Not without committing political suicide.
Why? Do they have something on it?
They have something on
They have something on everyone.
The question is when they'll
on
use it.
everyone.
I need his help.
No one can help you now.
Yeah, it's like the whole deep throat
Can't even
cover up.
see this
No,
guy.
I know.
I
Like
think
the
that's the
lighting.
idea.
Fire your lighting guy. Jeez.
I think that was the idea.
I know. I get it.
I know you get it.
It's the whole
Just
Hal
making a joke.
Holbrook,
No.
Exactly.
when you want to speak to me, put a red ribbon outside on your balcony and look at page 3 of the Washington Post. The elaborate code system for a dialogue that ultimately reveals only half of what you need to know. Oh, wait, now we know.
We know something.
Oh, the actor stepped a little too forward from his
no,
mark.
no, this was purposely done.
I know.
Well, the audience might not know, and they might.
I think this actor
That
was
looks
on
like
the recent
Sidney Poitier.
season.
Now,
this guy
there
was
he
in
is.
True Detective this past season, wasn't he?
Deny everything.
Wasn't this guy one of the culprits in True Detective season 3?
Maybe
He's done a
was.
lot of stuff. 21 Jump Street. He's been around.
I
but-
just finished watching season 3.
yeah, big letdown. We'll save our reviews of True Detective for another day.
Yeah, it was a
We're
big
gonna-
letdown.
We're gonna bash the hell out of it.
Bash it.
We're gonna bash the shit, but not this because look
No,
at that.
that's
Look
amazing.
at that
That's
shot.
a great shot. The camera was right there on the deck. Look at him.
Now he's like deliberately like, I gotta get as close to this camera as possible.
That's right.
Get my keys out.
The keys. Vancouver.
gotta
Look at how
project
nice
realism.
it was. Cold as hell there. Raining.
Now who's gonna jump in the car with him?
Nobody. Doesn't happen in this. He has to think. He moles. That's why he's called Mulder.
Yeah. Look at that, the slow
Push
pull
in.
as he begins to cipher through details.
He's
in his
able
head.
to make these moments work. A lot of actors can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there are actors that just are too fidgety and they have to do something. You have to be a
Oh,
master at nothing.
there's cigarettes.
Uh-huh. One more.
Now remember, he's borrowing the other guy's car, so now he sees the cigarette smoking man. He smoked 3 cigarettes, I guess, in that one conversation.
But did not to evaluate Mulder's detective prowess, but don't you think already from the earlier episode where he was stranded in a skyway that maybe this other dude is not who he pretends to be.
Maybe, but we haven't really been listening. It's possible he knows that, and he's just not letting on, like you said a little while ago.
Well, you don't need to discover and reveal things twice with cigarettes, right? I mean,
Well, but now he knows the cigarette smoking man was in there.
And kids, this is always a mistake. When you seem to detect a conspiracy, like if you're in your office and you notice hundreds of thousands of dollars going to an unmarked Cayman Islands account, you don't go into your supervisor's office and report it right away.
Because he might be in on it?
Yeah.
But I think Mitch Pileggi, he's not in on it.
I love when they go into situations like this. I'm going to bury you.
That's right.
See you tomorrow. Like, well, nothing bad is going to happen to you overnight. But Mitch, I think it's already been professed that he,
Look at him.
He doesn't like what's happening to his FBI.
That's right. I remember there was something funny going on in this shot, and he had a hell of a time doing this without laughing.
Well, yeah, you could see
we
him
were
trying to hold
goofing
it
around.
back.
Rack focus, tilt down. Oh, it's all the good stuff.
All right, what do you got?
I found this in
Now
Oh.
He doesn't smoke. Agent Krychek was the last person with Dwayne.
That's right.
Krychek.
Krychek.
Yeah, now we know.
Now we know.
Agent Krychek. I met Mitch when he was doing an episode of ER, and I was at Warner Brothers, actually, at the commissary in the rain, of all things. Very nice guy.
Gave away the whereabouts of Dwayne Barry and Agent Scully to whoever he's worked.
So we should get, like, the fans, or our listeners. I don't know if they're fans.
You know what? Here's what we want you to do. If you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give us a comment of what episode you'd like us to look at, what other episodes you'd like, or what aspects of this episode you'd like to discuss, and we may even discuss it on the show.
We may. And remember, it doesn't only have to be X-Files.
Right, it doesn't. And we can post this up on Twitter, so you can hashtag from the set or tweet us, and we'll take a look at this. We're trying to debate what show we do next. It may be X-Files, it may be Greek, maybe Charmed. Nah, probably not Charmed. But it'll be something.
I don't know.
Sorry,
I know.
there's a political decision.
Probably not
behind that.
Charmed.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want me back. So
Fuck those guys. Fuck, you're not so charming after
That's
all,
right.
are you, motherfucker.
Fuck
Anyway,
them. All right, back to X-Files.
back to X-Files. This is a phone with a cord on it, folks.
Yeah, see, this used to be. That's why actors still do that thing when they make phone calls in auditions without the phone.
Well, Coppola always said, if you're smart while you have your actors, always shoot them with their backs to the camera on the phone, and you can fill in plot points if your edit doesn't work, which is something he does, if you notice, in the Godfather movies quite a bit.
Yep.
So you can always see that. Do you go ring ring when you cue him? So you're the guy.
Usually the script supervisor does it.
Don't you have fun doing it?
Sometimes I do it.
Do you call action on the set, or do you like?
Yeah, no, I always call action.
Now, do you use the word action? Because some people like to use other words.
No, I did. There was one show when the actors convinced me to try just saying "whenever you're ready," which is what
Clint Eastwood said.
Clint Eastwood said. And it was a disaster.
Was it?
Well, because also I started joking around. I said, "Well, what if you're not ready?" Because whenever you're ready is just code for action.
Yeah.
It means the same thing.
I think
Because whenever you're ready is bullshit. It's not whenever you're ready. Just fucking do it.
But
Anyway.
you're also talking about a guy who's notoriously for like making the first take, the rehearsal, and 3 takes and you're done.
I don't remember where this was. It looks cool.
Looks nice. You know what we should do? We should do a commentary track on the Academy Awards because there's lots of content there to jump up and down on. Oh, here she is.
Oh, there she is. Scully's mom.
You're coming up empty. You're not getting anything done. You're a letdown to me, my family, and the human race, not to mention the FBI. What did they call him in the beginning? He had like a nickname because he was kind of
Spooky Mulder.
Spooky Mulder, right? And he was in the basement. Like that was such a great little.
That was great.
Yeah, just bury the guy in the basement. He looks into the UFO cases, and it's just basically nonsense. Such a great little. It's almost sad to remove that and take him out of there. But I guess you got to do something for evolution.
I guess, because in real life, he would have been down there his whole career.
Yeah, trust me. They would have forgotten him. The coffee maker wouldn't have even worked down there.
That's right.
Oh, that's your agent calling saying, I should be your agent. They want you for the new season of X-Files, the reboot. Okay, what are they? So,
I don't remember whatever it is. It was sad, though.
Yeah, it is sad. And, of course, these two get up and
because they don't have, Scully's still missing it by the end of the episode.
David is thinking right there, like, I hope they have Krispy Kremes on this.
I don't think they had Krispy Kremes.
I found this. This could either make it better or worse for you.
It's something
Oh
else.
man, see, I don't know how, as a parent, I would ever react to that. Somebody handing me a possession
Right.
of my kid if missing.
Right.
That's
That
just
would
one of
be
those.
bad.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. I don't know how that would go.
By the way, just before David was, when we were rolling, when he was in the middle of, he was very great. He was great.
Yeah, no,
It was just once he was one of these actors who he could be about to do a super serious emotional scene, and we could be goofing around, and then I say action, and he goes right into it and nails it. A lot of actors cannot do that.
Well, he has been described as one of your favorites of
Yeah.
you know, you got what, almost 300 television directing credits to your name now, and he's
264.
264, and he's been described as being the top tier.
Yeah, he's in the top tier.
As far as who you'd want to work with again. And
Yep.
you know, did she give him the necklace back? Did I miss that while we were
We
talking?
missed it.
And meanwhile, on Witch Mountain.
That's.
It's like
I don't remember which mountain that was, by the way.
Escape
No,
from
I'm
Witch
kidding.
Mountain, right? It's like
Look,
a
there
little
he
Disney
is.
alien.
I think
Okay.
he came back to the site of the abduction.
You shouldn't really wander the wilderness at night. You can't see too much. You're not going to evaluate a crime
Look at that
scene.
shot.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
that
good.
lighting was
Look
good.
at that.
This is the light. This is the DP,
Oh,
though.
the truth is out there. Why an alien race would have to come to this planet and abduct only a species here and there to learn more is beyond me, but it happens on this show, and quite frankly, probably has happened to some degree.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Oh, Chris Carter gets the boot end credit
Yep.
because this is a TV show. That would
Man,
be
that
you if
was
this was a
good.
film.
No, it
Your
wouldn't.
name would go there. if
Well,
this was a
it
film.
depends. Either in the beginning or the end. Mine's the director credit has to go either the last credit before the thing starts or the first credit after it ends.
Now let's go through some of these.
Now, Rick Milligan, who was the casting director on this, I worked with him on Bones. He's a great guy.
Nice. Look at all the credits. These are the people who make the magic.
That's right.
Look at all
I'm
this.
glad you didn't cut it before that.
No, of course not. We always have to pay respect for the
I made
tradesmen.
this.
Look at that. Well, 20th Century Fox will be contacting us immediately. So there you have it.
That's it.
X-Files for this episode of From the Set with director Michael Lange and myself,
You said
Ethan Dettenmaier.
You thought you were saying Ethan Dettenmaier, and then I was supposed to say and director Michael Lange.
Oh.
But then you accidentally said director Michael Lange and I think. I don't know. It's
Myself
early.
and me. Allow me to introduce
Myself.
myself.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Allow myself
I am
to
Count
introduce
Dracula.
myself. Anyway.
All
All right.
right.
So we hope you joined us. Give us some suggestions for the next round of commentary, and we'll do everything we can to
Make it happen.
Yeah,
That's what
make
we
it
do.
happen.
We
Yeah.
make things happen.
Yeah.
It's the kind of guys we are.
Yeah, that is what we do around here. All right, everyone.
All
Thank you
right.
for joining us.
Thanks.
You better subscribe to this channel before you look uncool.